again, everyone. Now, this week may be considered a light workload week, but don't let that allow you to procrastinate. Get started early and work a little bit throughout the week. Take a moment and view the video testimony of Jeff Fisher, and regardless of what you believe about his coaching abilities, his testimony should provide some encouragement. Now, do you know for sure? And you'll know what I mean by that question if you view the video. The required readings for this week will focus on social media and appropriate use of social media. And these readings should help you understand how to get the most out of social media and utilize it for your work-related purposes. Now, with other assignment forms, when you select the mobile app review assignment form link, you're taken to another page that includes the actual link to the assignment guidelines. The purpose of this assignment is to review and discuss mobile applications that are either specifically designed for or that can be used in a kinesiology-related field. So you are to search for and investigate 3 different mobile apps, and you'll provide a thorough summary, review of all 3. And in your review, you need to include the following. Number 1, the name of the app, of course. Number 2, the developer or designer, and this you may have to look for. Number 3, the price of the app if there is a cost. Number 4, a description of the purposes and features. And this should be a very detailed and thorough description, not extremely brief. Number 5, your personal overall impression. So what do you think about the overall app? What's good about it? What do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? What do you think can be improved upon? How do you think this is going to be helpful to you? And don't simply state, oh, I like the app or I don't like the app. Explain yourself completely in this section. Also, do you think the app was created for purely altruistic reasons? In other words, does it seem as if the developer actually cares or cared about the profession and the reason for developing the app? Developing it to create a specific purpose or to solve a particular problem related to the field? Or does it seem as if the developer just wanted to make some money? If so, explain what you mean. Also, a list of what you consider to be the positive characteristics or features of the app, which means either the graphics are of high quality, they're clear, they're clean, they're fun, it's fun to use, it's a very valuable tool, it's simple, there's not a big learning curve, and so on. And then what you consider to be the negative characteristics of the app, if there are any. It could take up too much memory, it could be slow, it can be confusing to use or difficult to learn. Also, have you or should I say, how have you or how will you use the app? Here, provide a detailed description and then cite at least 2 specific examples stating and explaining how you think you would be able to use this app in your profession. Once again, be specific in your discussion. And then a list of features that you think you would like to see added to the app, something that you think could be missing or something that you think the developer didn't consider that for you working in the profession would like to use and would like to see as part of the app. And you'll submit this as a Microsoft Word document and post your mobile app review to Moodle as well as your digital portfolio. And you can include this as a blog post or a separate post somewhere else in the digital portfolio, but make sure it's well organized and easy to access. Next, social media sharing form. And here what I'd like you to do is just identify one of your social media platforms and share that with the class, so everyone is able to connect to you through that particular platform. Now, if you don't have one, and I'm not sure who's not connected to social media these days, you'll need to sign up for one. And one of the purposes of the cohort model, which is what this program uses, is to benefit the entire group. You guys are working together. You'll be going through this entire program for the next 14 to 17 months or so. Reach out to your classmates when you have a need. Connect with them. You're all in this together, so make the most out of it. Also, I'd like you to demonstrate to the cohort how you are able to use this social media to be beneficial to your program. How are you going to talk about your program? How are you going to advocate for your program? How are you going to bring attention to what it is that you do and why it's important? So post your link on social media, on the social media platform in Moodle, and everyone in the class should connect to you using that particular platform. Also this week, work a little bit on your digital portfolio. Using YouTube or Vimeo, post or embed a video related to your profession within your digital portfolio. And this can be anything you like, but it should relate somehow to your program or your work-related responsibilities. So for example, you might want to include an instructional video to demonstrate a particular skill. You may want to include a brief interview with some iconic figure related to your profession. You can include a news report. Regardless of what it is, it should relate to your profession. Now, depending upon the blog platform you've chosen, the process may differ for this. Some blogging platforms will automatically convert a video link to an embedded video, and other platforms will require you to copy and paste an embed code to your digital portfolio so it shows up as the actual video and not a link. If you're on YouTube, for example, when you access the video that you want, you can scroll down just below the video and then select the little share button to reveal those options. And you can copy and paste the share URL to include a link to the video. And this is just oftentimes just going to direct you to YouTube for video. But when you use the embed code and take a look at the size of the video image, you can change these to suit your different layout design. But when you use that embed code, it's actually going to include the video within your digital portfolio. So you may need to play around with this a bit to figure out exactly what works best with your platform that you're using for your digital portfolio, but include a video that relates to your profession. And then complete your reading connections assignment, remembering to, number one, summarize the core content of the article you've chosen. Number two, explain what you've learned from the reading. And then number three, explain how you can apply that learning and that information to your profession. Your reading connections assignment should demonstrate that you've actually read the article in its entirety. And if it appears as if you haven't read it or you don't have a good understanding of that article, points are going to be deducted. So be sure your writing is thorough and detailed. Lastly, feel free to include any opinions or thoughts using the Cloudy Thoughts form for this week's assignment. Okay, that should be it. Take care. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will see you online.